Okay, hello everybody, thank you for joining. Today, this is webinar number 52 of our Survive and Thrive series. How cool is that? 52 webinars, that's a whole year of webinars, absolutely magic. How to transform your business with 2 Second Lean. Big thank you to all our followers and fans and those that are giving feedback, really appreciate it. And the testimonials that have come through over the last, actually it's been 18 months of webinars, 52 over 18 months. So not quite one a week, but it's been amazing. So thank you very much. You've kept us inspired, you've kept us going, you've kept us motivated, and we're all about, our mission here is to help great Kiwis, help hardworking Kiwis to get ahead in business and in life. Obviously, if you're a small business owner, that is basically your life. They're what's the word? They're inextricable, or they're intertwined. You can't pull them apart. So if we can help you transform your business, then it's going to transform your life. And this principle of 2 Second Lean, which we're going to talk about today, is very, very exciting. It's one that has truly transformed the business, our own manufacturing business, Premier Group New Zealand, manufacturing and importing business, and it's transformed the business of thousands of others around the world. This principle, it's absolutely fantastic. It's the easy way of getting started with lean. Lots of people think of lean as lots of graphs, and they think of it as a sterile environment. They think of it as, I don't know, there's all sorts of funny impressions out there when you mention the word lean or lean manufacturing or the Toyota way. So we'll hopefully bust those myths today and show you just how fun lean is. And we love to help people create fun lean cultures in their businesses, in their organizations, whether you're a school or a government agency or a business or a club, whatever you head up or whatever you lead or whatever you're a manager of, or even if you're one of the important people doing the work at the coalface every day. Your job is even more important, because you can become a lean champion or a lean all-star and start to influence people around you. Even if you can never convert your boss or your manager to take on the principle of 2 Second Lean, you'll soon be headhunted and you'll be able to find jobs anywhere. Lean all-stars are hard to come by. So we're going to help you get started on that journey today. We'll smash out what we can in 20 minutes. There's obviously, we could go on for hours about how to get this off the ground and make it work, but we're just going to hit the basics today. So here we go, how to transform your business and life with 2 Second Lean. So it's all about unleashing the incredible potential that's lying dormant in your team. So many businesses we work with through Premier Business Academy have so much potential that they don't even know is lying there or dormant inside their team members. Your people are bringing their bodies to work and maybe their minds to work, but they're not really bringing their heart and soul, and a lot of them aren't even bringing their minds. They're just turning up and bringing their body and doing their work, and that's about it, and going home, which is really sad, because you're leaving a lot on the table. There's all this untapped employee genius, or this untapped employee potential, which is the 8th waste, which we're going to talk about soon, the 8th of the lean waste, and it's the worst waste of all, because all these other wastes ahead of it end up creating all this wasted employee genius that could be, spent on continuous improvement and growing your business and innovating and improving the life of the customer, improving the life of your people, etc., etc. So yeah, really excited to share this. We're going to talk about I'm going to kick off with a quote today. It's a great quote. It's one I've shared before, but it doesn't matter when you begin, as long as you commence immediately or commence at once. Stop procrastinating, get on with it. Life rewards action. Life rewards action takers. And remember, all growth comes outside your comfort zone. You won't grow if you stay inside your comfort zone. And another important principle actually I want to share with you right now is this, which is this big circle here. And it's a very simple principle, but it's incredible how many people don't understand this. So it is, you don't know what you don't know. So here's a big old circle here. Here's a little circle, and that's you, representing you and this webinar is all about you today. So I could say you and me, because each of us have a little circle of knowledge and experience and skills that we've built up to this point in our lives. But outside of that, there's all the stuff you don't yet know. So you don't know what you don't know. So that's really infinite. But I've just shown a circle here so that you can kind of get an idea of if that's all the things you've learned, whether you're 20 years old, 40 years old, 80 years old, you know a certain amount. Obviously, the older you are, hopefully the older you are, the more you know. But there's still so much you don't yet know. I think Albert Einstein said, "I'm continually amazed by just how much there is to learn, or just how much I don't know yet, something like that. But it's just incredible. You don't know what you don't know. So you need to think about this. It's really important, and that's why I'm asking you to put yourself in this mindset today and grab some new ideas. Write them down with a pen, scribble them down. You can connect with me on WhatsApp, 021 228 5336. Send me a voice note. I don't communicate much by email because I don't have the time and I'm not a patient guy. The spoken word is 8 times faster than the written word. So send me a voice note on WhatsApp if you've got any questions about what we're discussing today. Love to connect with you there. So we're going to talk about the 3 pillars of lean. I think is probably the first thing we want to talk about. Well, what is lean? Actually, we should explain that first quickly. So it's really the Toyota Production System, or TPS, which was created by a chap called Ono Taiichi, who lived from 1912 to 1990. He's really what they call the father of TPS, the father of the Toyota Production System. And he introduced that concept into Toyota. I think he's second generation in Toyota in terms of family, connected to the family, the Toyota family. And he started to introduce this principle of the 8 wastes and all these other philosophies and concepts around lean. And it's all about, really, if you want to sum it up in a sentence, it is the elimination of waste through continuous improvement. And what is waste? Well, waste is anything that's not adding value for the customer. We're going to learn more about that in just a moment. So and why bother with lean? That's another thing I really want to cover early on in this webinar, is why should you bother? Well, there's tons of reasons, but a few of the ones we hear from our team all the time and people that we work with in Premier Business Academy is things like it makes work fun, it makes work flow, it removes the struggle, it creates a healthy, positive, vibrant culture, it puts everyone in charge, it helps you create a company of owners. Everybody has ownership. Everybody is allowed to make mistakes, to learn from those mistakes and continuously improve. It creates a transparent culture. It provides clarity and direction and purpose. Makes your work more meaningful. All these things, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Another way you could sum lean up is that you want to be doing all your work with zero struggle. And you look around your organisation right now and think about all the tons of clunky and clumsy processes. You might even have a very organised business, but if you go and have a look, you can still have very organised waste in your business. So it might look good, but it can still be waste. It could still be processes that are not adding value for the customer. And we say at Premier Group that 90% of what we do is waste, or 90% of what you do is waste. 90% of all of our processes in life is waste. And you can challenge me on that. Many people do. But you think about a process in your life. Let's just think about going to the bathroom to wash your teeth. If you think about it, walking to the bathroom, opening the drawer, putting toothpaste on your brush, turning the tap on, and then it's not until you actually scrub your teeth, which might be 2 minutes. That's the only value-added activity. It's the only time you're changing something. That's when you're adding value. And then you clean your toothbrush, put it away, and walk away. That's a simple example, but 90% of that process is waste. Walking to the bathroom, opening the door, opening the drawer, putting the toothpaste on the brush, cleaning up afterwards, all of those things, all of that is waste. And the actual only value adding is when you're actually changing something, which is when you're brushing your molars. It's if you've got any left. Actually, that reminds me of a great saying: smile while you still have teeth. That's a really important thing. So, getting back onto the subject, we've covered why bother with lean, the purpose of lean, why it's so exciting, why it's so fun. Lean it's really about stop. So another way of thinking about lean is that it's if there's something in a process that's bugging you, we say stop and fix what bugs you. So we another way of looking at lean is saying lean is all about stop. You don't just lean is saying we don't just put up with inefficiencies, we don't just put up with waste, we don't just put up with struggle. We want to stop and fix what bugs you. Stop and fix what bugs me. And so that makes it really, really simple. And another way of looking at it is it's like a giant scavenger hunt. So you're looking for the 8 wastes in every process. You're always searching every single day. And improvements are endless. They go on forever. You look at a company like Toyota, who is the most advanced car manufacturer with the highest quality and the lowest defects of any car manufacturer in the world. They've been doing improvements for over 50 years, and they make tens of thousands of improvements every year, and it's endless. It just goes on and on and on. So it's just incredible. You can always improve the improvement. So let's talk about the 3 pillars that we teach at Premier Group and at Premier Business Academy. Number 1 is see waste. If you can't teach your people to see waste, which is the 8 wastes, we'll look at them in a moment, then you're wasting your time. Because if you say to someone, hey, I want you to make one little 2-second lean improvement or 2-second improvement every day, and they don't understand what waste is, they're going to look at you like you're half mad. Or fully mad. So see waste is number 1. Number 2 is then fix what bugs you. So what's bugging you today? Everyone can come up with a list of what's bugging them. And that makes it fun, it makes it real, makes it easy. And when we say fix what bugs you, this is where the 2-second lean focus comes in. It means that you're asking your people every single day of the week to make at least one improvement per day, at least. Hopefully lots more than that as you build this culture, but at least one improvement that will save just 2 seconds in a process. So you set the bar really low so that everybody can jump over that bar. It makes it so achievable. So it suddenly takes lean from being this big, scary, complex thing that you have to learn. It takes 1,000 years to learn. It boils it all down to this one tiny, simple concept. Fix what bugs you. Make one improvement every single day for the rest of your life without end. And it's really, really amazing. And once people start to see the benefits of this and start to fix what bugs them every day and make one little improvement, then they make 2, then they make 3, then they make 4. And then they start doing it at home, and then you know that it's starting to really lock in and people are improving their lives at home. Because at the end of the day, you think about this, every human being is hardwired or has this inbuilt or innate desire to be continuously improving, for their lives to be always getting better, to always be improving their circumstances and getting ahead in life. It's just a desire everybody has, and this is the perfect vehicle, the perfect system to actually make this achievable. You think about your life, often it's so easy to procrastinate. You think about all these improvements you want to make on the weekend. It might be DIY projects, all these things. Often you get to the weekend and you've got every excuse under the sun, or the timing's not right, or you don't have the right tools, you don't have this or that. This makes it easy. This makes it achievable because you say, well, I'm just going to improve something, just one thing. It's only if it only has to save 2 seconds. And of course, you do that, you get excited, you do more than that. You always do more than that. The first time we introduced this concept into Premier Group was in 2017 when we had some big trouble in the business, had a big manufacturing, a big CapEx or capital expenditure project go wrong. The implementation of this project went really smiley. Up to that point, we'd been having a heck of a ride. Lots of growth, lots of success, winning lots of business awards, all sorts of great things. And we were on fire, and this big project just gave us a really big whack in the back of the head. It was a great wake-up call, actually, and it leads me to another point, that use your head, not your wallet. So, we like to solve problems with money. What's the easy way out for a lot of people? We'll buy something to fix this or buy something to cover that. But lean is all about use your head, not your wallet, or do more with less. Use your creativity. So just getting back to my point was that when we first introduced 2-second lean into the business, one of our divisions, one of our manufacturing divisions, we added up all the time saved in their processes, and it was 12 hours in that first week of manufacturing time that we'd saved. Just incredible. So we'd asked for 2 seconds a day, and we got 12 hours by the end of the week. It was just amazing, and we got countless stories like that around the business. That was a great one. But it's so exciting what you can do once you launch this and get this going in your business and in your personal life. And then the third pillar is make before and after videos. If you fail on that and you don't do it and you don't set up a group chat, which is what we do at Premier Group, and again, thousands of other lean thinkers do this. If you don't do that, this whole journey will fall over. Because the point of this, it's a sort of a surprising one. A lot of people get caught out by this, or a lot of people are surprised by this, but that is very critical. You will not sustain a 2-second lean or a lean improvement journey without that third pillar. And those before and after videos or photos, they go straight on the group chat. Everyone can upload those. So it keeps people inspired. It keeps people motivated. It gives other people around the business ideas. It creates peer pressure. There's a host of benefits. It helps people to get better at presenting on video, take better photos. It helps their presentation skills, helps their leadership skills, helps their overall business skills. So it's really, really important to make sure that is locked and loaded. So number 1, see waste. Number 2, fix what bugs you. Number 3, make before and after videos. Now we're going to move on. So that's critical. Any questions about that, hit me up on WhatsApp, 021 228 5336, voice note. The 8 wastes, overproduction. So overproduction, number 1. Everything comes from, all the other wastes flow on from this. That's the mother of all waste. So number 1, overproduction. Number 2, transportation. Number 3, excess inventory. Number 4, defects. Number 5, overprocessing. Number 6, waiting. or you can call over-processing rework. It's known as a couple of things. Number 6, the waste of waiting. Number 7, wasted motion. And number 8, wasted employee genius or employee potential. So those are the 8 wastes that are practiced by lean organisations all around the world, or identified. Some practitioners have added a 9th waste now, which is politics, office politics or workplace politics. But anyway, we're going to focus on the 8 today. So overproduction, I'm going to give you an example in our business. Overproduction means we make more than what the customer needs. So we put too much into stock. We manufacture that product. Then, of course, we have to transport it with a forklift out into the yard. Now we've got excess inventory that we have to manage, so there's cash tied up in excess inventory. And, of course, we're going to get defects because the forklift at some point, or someone's going to bang into it, or it's going to get weathering, it's going to get wet, something's going to go wrong. Then we're going to have to unpackage it, which is over-processing. We're going to have to rework it, repack it. Then, meanwhile, people are waiting in the process. Customers are waiting. The staff are waiting. Number 7, we've got wasted motion and all of this, and you can see wasted motion in a lot of processes where someone's reaching too far or bending over too far. Again, struggle. And then, of course, while we're doing all these dumb things and tying our people's time up with all of this stuff, which is taking 90% of our day, we're wasting employee genius because they're spending all their time on all these 7 wastes when they could be using. We could be freeing up their time and their genius to be helping the business grow, innovation, new products, new ways to serve your customer, improvements, continuous improvement across the business. So really, really powerful to understand and start to learn about these. All of our people here know these off by heart. We've got 68 staff and they can all quote the 8 lean wastes off by heart, not even kidding. So it's just incredible what you can do once you start training your people around this. And then they must see waste. Like I said, it's the first pillar, because if they can't see waste, they don't know what to improve. They don't know where to start. They can't really fix what bugs them because they don't understand what waste is. So number 1, see waste. As I said at the start, most lean practitioners will tell you that lean is the process of, or the elimination of waste through continuous improvement, or continuous improvement through the elimination of waste. But number 1, you must see waste. Okay, so this is exciting stuff. Again, it's going to take you a while to process this, but scribble it down or take a photo of the screen or whatever you need to do, or again, hit me up on WhatsApp with any questions. So this is what you need to do, is to get your business off the ground with a lean culture. And the goal is always to build a fun lean culture. That's what we say here at Premier Group, and then again, that's what we're always trying to do with all of our clients at Premier Business Academy, is to create a fun lean culture. So we look at the lean sequence. This is really important as well. You've got to shift your focus from product improvement and continuous improvement to number 1, growing people. That should be the first thing, because if you've put that first and you grow people, you're constantly training, coaching, and guiding and helping people to learn and grow, then of course your people will then improve process. So as business owners, all of us get it wrong, and most of us, we certainly had it wrong up until we understood or started studying 2-second lean, the process, the principles of lean, because we're always trying to improve processes, or we're always trying to improve quality and service without first growing people, which is crazy. You can get a certain way in business, and in fact there's some reasonably successful businesses out there that never understand this properly, but they're only owner-driven businesses or people-driven. There's a handful of people in there making all the improvements, improving quality, improving service, and it takes a lot of management and a lot of work and a lot of follow-up and a lot of micromanagement to make it work, because you're never focusing on growing people. The goal in a lean culture, a fun lean culture, is to grow people. Number one. And people say, well, often when I give keynote speeches, one of the questions I often get asked at the end is, so out of all this, you've got a lot of goals and you've got a lot of ideas at Premier Group, but what's the one thing that if you took everything else away, what would be the number 1 goal? Well, I always say straight away it would be to grow people, because again, the right people are your most important asset. Henry Ford said, your people are your most important asset. We take it a step further and we say the right people are your most important asset, which means people that are sharing your values, people that want to get in and get stuck in with a lean and become a lean thinker, become a lean all-star, become a lean champion. So grow people. Then of course they will improve process, and because they're improving process, a natural result of improving process through 2-second lean is quality and service improves. Hey, bingo, that's what we want, right? Because who pays for everything in our lives? The customer. So what are we in business for? To improve the life of the customer. And how do we do that? We do that by continuously improving processes. And the better our processes get, the more waste we strip out, and the more value we can add at every point in the journey of our products, or the value stream map, the value stream of our products, then quality and service just gets better and better and better every single day. Then you start ending up with an NPS score in the 90s, like at Premier Group, a DIFOT score in the 90s. All your metrics suddenly get a lot easier to achieve, because now you've got a team of owners driving the business. Up here, I want to show you this. There's a great little example here. There's what we call the business value pyramid. The most valuable business to sell is a culture-driven business. An owner-driven business is the hardest business to sell, or the lowest value. So, in a nutshell, everyone should be aiming for a culture-driven business, and you'll only get there with an obsession about growing people every single day of the week. And how do you do that? Well, we're going to explain some of that in a moment. But one simple way to do that is to start the morning meeting. Not next week, like tomorrow. Start tomorrow, the morning meeting. Get together as a team every day for 10 to 15 minutes and grow people. Start growing people, sharing your wins, sharing your losses, talking about problems, solving problems. We've got a great webinar or two on how to run a great morning meeting. So if you want a copy of that, hit me up, 021 228 5336. Again, use WhatsApp, don't phone me. So this is probably enough for today. I'm going to just probably cover off one more simple thing, is that another key thing, and I haven't written it up on the board here, but I'm going to write it up in big red letters, is this, and it is go to Gemba. Now, what does that mean? Gemba is the Japanese word for the workplace, or where the work is being done. In other words, the coalface. So go to the workplace, go to the workface, or go to the coalface. Now, a lot of lean consultants, and I am a little bit critical of them because there's lots of them. Some are expensive, some are cheap. A lot of them will take you into the boardroom. You need to run a mile. At the end of the day, you need to go to where the work is being done. That's where the problems are. That's where your experts are, by the way. These people, growing people, that's where the experts are. It's your experts. They're the ones you need to ask about the processes and what problems are you facing and what's bugging you right now and what struggles do we have. Go and watch the process. Go look, see. GLS, that's another important concept. This is what this is about. Go to the Gemba. Again, I talk to so many business owners that don't get into the factory every day. They don't get into the warehouse every day. They don't get into customer service every day. They sit in an ivory tower and expect they can do all the communicating through their team leaders. It can work to a point, but you're going to get so much value by going to the Gemba. So if the president of Lexus goes to the Gemba every day, how much more important is it for you and I? A company like Lexus, right? The president and the VP, they go to the Gemba every single day. Well, and look at that brand. Look at the Lexus brand. It's just fantastic. They took luxury brands and turned to luxury car brands, and within a few years, short years, had the lead position in the luxury car market. I mean, it's unbelievable. So that's where it comes from. Go to Gemba. That's where you'll learn the most. And you need to learn to fall in love with problems too. That's another thing you need to think about as a lean thinker. Learn to fall in love with problems. Problems are your greatest learning opportunities. Problems are where you can move the business forward. And again, this is where you see the problems. Go to Gemba. Go and listen in the customer service team. Go and listen to the phone calls. Chat to the team. Find out what's going on. Get the facts. So, don't let people be vague. There's nothing grey about a lean culture. It's transparent. There's clarity. Everybody knows what's going on. There's great communication. Communication's flowing. People are having fun. There's lots of smiles. That's another way you can measure a great lean culture, is everybody's smiling. There's lots of smiles and laughs. Anyway, so that's enough for today. That's been 27 minutes, so we're going to close off. But I just wanted to give you a taste of what 2 Second Lean is all about, how it can transform your life, your business, and the lives of those around you, and help you have more success. At the end of the day, profit is a result of creating a great lean culture. Profit is a result of creating a value-added process, a value-added culture like this. And the more profit you have, the more success you have, the more you can help others. Success is an unselfish concept. It's an unselfish idea. So there we go. That's us for today. So thanks very much for watching. Any questions, please pop them in the chat. Doesn't look like anybody has today. So we're going to close off, and what should we give it, Aisha? 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Thanks for watching. 3, Actually, before I go, 021 228 5336. Send me a voice note on WhatsApp if you want to chat about any of these things. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.